seconds.
He is unresponsive in the backyard.
The highest I've arrested was a .42. Self in the position. You're going to take 9 steps forward. 1, 2.
All right, welcome back. We are joined now by St. Louis County Police Chief John Belmar and two of the instructors for Class 193, Officers Kathy Ponson and Eric Osterman. First of all, guys, thank you so much for taking time to be with us today and kind of give us that inside look. Chief Belmar, I want to start with you because I think it's fair to say in the last few years, the challenges for police officers have been even greater than in the past. Is it because of that, has it been any harder to find recruits for the academy?
I think from time to time it has, and we've seen that, but that just makes you work that much harder with recruiting. You know, I'm watching this segment with these young officers. I can't tell you how proud I am of it. I say a lot though, it's a very difficult environment right now to be in law enforcement, to be a police officer. And even on good days, it can be tough for them. So to bring young people into this field that really want to do this job and then be able to put them through backgrounds, you know, we have to have a lot of integrity, those kind of things, and then pass them off to the police academy and see them be successful. That really speaks toward their character and what they bring to law enforcement. You bet. Kathy, Chief Belmar brings up a good point in that, and we saw it in Katie's pieces, there's a lot of different backgrounds. Some start with already maybe some training, some college education, maybe some that are high school graduates. So the levels coming in are so different. How do you utilize your training, pull them all together so that they're on an equal footing as they walk out as officers after graduation?
Well, you know, we try to get in there and we try to put everybody under the same stress, so they know that they can handle that. So we know that they can handle that when they get out. Some of them, it takes a little bit more for them to adjust because they're not used to that type of environment. But typically, we get them to come around. It might take some of them a little bit longer than the others.
How many hours a day? Is this like an 8-hour a day, 5 days a week kind of thing for how many months?
It is. It's 6 months, and they are typically on the parking lot by 7:10 in the morning, and then the last block of the day ends at 4:30. But then they have to do squad duties. If they have PT or DT at the end of the day, they have to shower out, do their squad duties, and then go home. So they're long hours.
It's not
they're
easy.
Long hours, no.
All right, Eric, you're the bad guy. I'm sitting there looking at that, and I'm thinking, you know, this is tough stuff. But then when you see it. Pepper spray in the face. They screamed when they were hit by those tasers. I mean, that's tough. So we heard the explanation about why it's important for them to experience it themselves, but talk about that experience and tell us really what they're going through and how tough is it and how realistic is it? Are they really going to be able to utilize that in a realistic way as officers on the streets?
Absolutely. They can absolutely utilize all of this, all of the training, and going through those experiences help them in a number of ways. First off, as Officer Mills noted, just having those tools on your belt and understanding the effects of those tools, but also it's part of, as Kathy said, just part of the entire environment. We're trying to train them to be police officers, right? It's not an easy thing to do. So going through that and overcoming all of those challenges, we try to find those weak points and pressure them there and bring them up so they're not weak points anymore. And they all did a great job.
Does anybody ever just walk away? That first spray
it does happen.
Yep.
It has happened, I should say. Yes.
And I guess, they're giving me only 30 seconds left. I have so many questions for you. I guess I want to go back and end with you, Chief Belmar. As they walk out onto the streets as police officers, you're confident that they're ready, and do they have any mentoring? Because it seems like going through the training, still it might be a lot just to say, okay, there you go, have at it. Do they have mentors, and what's the next step between transitioning from the academy into an officer role?
Sure, so they're going to be assigned field trained officers, a primary officer, and then perhaps 2 secondary officers. They're going to see different precincts while they train. And they're going to be exposed to sergeants and lieutenants and captains, and we're all there for mentoring. But I tell my officers when they come out, even when you're brand new, you can exercise leadership. Do that and take care of each other. Again, thank you all so much. Appreciate you being here. Coming up next, words of wisdom and encouragement from instructors and family members as the graduates embark on their journey as officers. We'll be right back.